You know, after last mistake, behind the other.
Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Here's the running back. Let's go, guys.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room.
Wheel linebacker.
Set up a big return.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Here's the handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The sure hands, it's Hendricks. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Gee was not fooled on that. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Dances away to buy time. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
Man, the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Navarro. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, like, cookout this week, but with me, that's all we got. I'm like, Ncca, none of that. So, I ain't from putting it.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it.
Like Ncca, they just running around like chicken with their heads out.
And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they will score. Touchdown, Bobcats. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll toss it to the left. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
On the set.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
42 spot.
Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Swan. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Spits it out to the back. Caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Appalachian State faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers up. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the lone running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
I think he should be.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but
he lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to buy time. He's in open space downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The offense lining up for a first down play. Going to the running game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Navarro. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Bobcats line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Navarro. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
It's okay.
Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. Got his man to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. Keep it on the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And this one is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Offense will have to use its first time out of the half. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Dozier. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him this time. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pearson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Oh, he's got a chance. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Bobcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Pocket breaking down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. Oh, they're after it. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Bobcats. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. Quarterback now breaking the field. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw again. He wants a big play here late. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, App State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Hey, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Navarro. Moving away from pressure. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Hand off from the shotgun. Shows him the stiff arm. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The run from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He's going to run it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So now it's 2nd and long. steps away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but...
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've got the ball in field goal range, David. Now it's just a matter of taking care of it.
And you've worked this all week. You know, take care of the football, get a few extra yards, Jesse. Make sure that clock obviously doesn't run out.
Yeah, bleed the clock as much as you can. And
lets it fly deep downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime.
Get set, get set.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Back to pass. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Steps away to find some room. He'll get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Passing on the field goal that would give them the lead. They'll go for it on 4th and long. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete. What a big miss. And now any kind of score will beat him.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And wings it incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The Bobcats have pushed it inside the 20. They go to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer.
He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it